Hey.
Hello, John.
Hello.
I must be very far away. There we go. Move the microphone closer. I am sorry I'm late, people. I've been to a hospital appointment and it took a little bit longer than we expected. Good news is they won't be cutting off our electric to do any repairs today because apparently they found a fault the next street up that's also connected to this one. And if they try to repair this one before they repair the other one, then it's going to cause the whole estate to lose power. That's like 3 streets.
Huh.
So, yeah. So they've got to repair that one first and then do the ours. But they have dug up plenty more of our driveway.
Hello.
Yes.
Just...
So, how was Australia Day, John?
Oh, it was well. So I'm just making a note. The pen. It was quiet. Yeah. So yeah, yesterday was, as Mikey alluded to, Australia Day. So commemorate today that the first fleet landed in Sydney Cove, and all that sort of stuff. Yes. So in recent years, oh my God, it's just like, they should change the date. Oh, why is that? Oh, because it's when the Aboriginals were invaded and they lost their nation. I'm just thinking, okay, yeah, that's fine. But they were never a nation and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's complicated. So I tend to cringe every time I was heading towards Australia Day, just because I call it roll out a fuckwit day. And I'd rather just be happy. Like, as my daughter pointed out yesterday, everyone she knows just has celebrates the fact that they live in Australia, and we like it here a lot, and nobody has ever mentioned keeping the Aboriginals down or whatever, because they're as Australian as I am, and I'm an Australian as they are, and there's no point being divided. Is my point. The best way is forward together, which is what we're trying to do. But they want to burn the place down from the inside. Well, they can try.
And welcome to this lively and very happy start to the show.
It just frustrates me. It's like you can imagine. So every gathering of people these days, somebody will say, "Oh, what about the kids in Palestine?" You think, yes, we can care about 2 things at once.
Well, this is the problem. They can't. They don't have the capacity.
No, it's great. I enjoyed it. Yeah, we had barbecue and sucked down the tube. It was great. That's a beer, by the way, Mikey. You filthy bastard.
Hey, I said nothing, mate.
Well, I could see it in the chat. Everyone's sort of going, "Oh, he said tube. He said suck down a tube."
So, that aside, what have you been working on?
Oh, okay. So what I've been doing, the Harrier is starting to look like a Harrier now. So it's look, I'll switch cameras now. I've been I've been debating the next steps.
Have you been debating en masse?
En masse, yeah, en masse. In fact, anyway, I won't go there. All right, so I've had what I was doing during the live stream for Models for Heroes. This side fits absolutely perfectly, as you see, and I was having trouble fitting this side. Needed some fettling and all that stuff. There's a couple of thou out, so I'm trying to sand down the inner sort of like ducting and blah 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 blah, and then trying to go. And then I looked at the underneath, and there was a gap there, and I realised that I was fitting the wrong intake. So I was fitting, which is that one. Which goes on. Yeah, let's go that way. So, yeah, it didn't fit well enough. There's a gap underneath and all that sort of stuff. And what brought my attention to it is you could see there's a behind the lip. You got that little sort of mark there. It's closer on that one. If that's in focus, it's a lot more forward. So I thought that's the wrong part. So I got the correct part, and it fits absolutely beautifully. So I'm thinking. The problem is, as we've said before, the problem tends to be the kinetic instructions. They're probably not very clear, but and then the topping fitted on with absolutely no gap problems at all. So I didn't enjoy fitting these Elevons. They were a bit of a bugger, I'll show you why very quickly. I'll try to keep it brief. You could bring up the, keep it, brief. Shut up. Oh, anyway, you can see here. So these all moving elevators, they don't have elevators and horizontal stabs. It's all moving. So it's an elevon.
Yes.
I got the pivot point there, and then you got that plate goes onto there. But you can see there's no real bite there. It just so the internal guide plate is I'll put on with that stuff the contact normal sort of polystyrene glue. The outer ones had to go on with super glue, but then I had to try to get the angle right, and I sort of did. I just pretty much matched the anhedral of the wings.
Yeah.
So that's fine. So here's the main problem I've got. Moving on, so you got to listen. I can put the nose on and put the tail cone on. Then comes undercarriage and all the little sort of accoutrement. But what I'll do is wait till it's painted before I put on these bits. So that then is preparing the weapons. Now here's the problem I have. I don't really have a problem. I still haven't decided which scheme. I'm committed to doing a GR3 now, just because I realised that I've put an RWR sensor on the tail there, and the GR1s didn't have that, as shown here. So that limits me to either this one, which is the first GR3 with the Snoopy nose. This one from Operation Corporate, HMS Hermes from the Falklands.
Yep.
And then the one that's currently in Hendon on display. Now, this one would have had Matra pods, these Matra 155 pods. The difficulty is, these are the ones that come in the kit. The rockets don't protrude like that.
Yeah.
I had an air show, they had them sticking out of that to say, look, there's rockets. But some people took photos, model companies, and copied that. So even the instructions say down here, these all need the projecting rocket heads removed by knife or sanding. I'm looking at it going, oh, I could do that. I'll probably make a mozza of it. But then that's not meant to be filled at the back. I'd need to open it up. So what I'm thinking is, I don't like them. I might get some res kit ones. But they're
just
not
leave
in
them off.
Australia at the moment. Or so if I go for different ordnance, right, then okay, so the Operation Corporate one would have what it says here. It had 1,000-pound bombs, retarded bombs, and Payblade 2s. It didn't really. They probably did it once, and this aircraft probably didn't do it. So this most likely had sidewinders, because the RAF didn't use sidewinders, but the Navy did with their Sea Harriers, so they adapted these for sidewinders. So if I put sidewinders on there, the sidewinders that come in this kit are quite all right.
Yeah.
They're not bad, but what I do have is these AMK ones, and these are slide mold ones. So instead of having to put the fins on separately and everything else, they're already molded as they're meant to be, including the umbilical to upload the data to it in flight.
Yeah.
So if I use them, then well, this one then would have an in-flight refueling probe, which is a little bit ugly. So then I'm going for a third option, which is these ones here. Which it's not a good photo, but this is from the Falklands, and they're BL-755 cluster munitions, and they drop more of those than any other type of ordnance in the Falklands War. So I'm thinking, well, if I get Matropods, I could get these cluster bombs instead and fit them and be happier with the choice, because then I wouldn't have to put on an in-flight refueling probe for fleet defence, if that makes sense. I'd have the ground attack for Port Stanley and Goose Green and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's that. I've been sort of like, I even rang the bed-looking Marley and said, which way should I flop? And he said, look, I don't care. Make a decision. I don't care. Nobody cares, John, he said. Shut up! Stop ringing me, he said. So anyway, so that's what I'm up to. So I'm debating.
Are you having a bit of a breakdown?
Because I could order the parts from Hannons. Because the other part of the fun with this is they were the Aiden gun pods, Aiden 15. No, sorry, not the Aiden gun pods. The Matra 155 rocket pods were resin, but they've become superseded in January 2025 by 3D printed ones from ResKit, but they're not in stock yet. So I got the old ones, which are out of stock in Australia. So if I order them from Hannons, $17 odd Australian for the part, and $25 postage. And then I'm thinking, well, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know. So there's that. But then I'm thinking, well, if I order that, then I'll have to probably get the cluster munitions as well. And if I get that, then I can get the Lysander. And there's a Supermarine 6B. Okay, I'm having a breakdown.
You are, aren't you? You need a cuddle.
I think I need a beer.
That's what it is. You're not drunk enough.
No. Anyway, so many comments.
Yes. Dieter, first, may the winds blow in your favour, or in favour of all. Very poetic. I do know that Rich, Exploring Unseen, he is the first to comment on Thursday's live stream because he did it last night. Duke says, congratulations, Hagrid. You are truly early bird. Duke says, good day, all the beautiful people, by the way. Hello, Dukey.
Hello, Duke.
Dieter, well, given I am an hour behind Mikey and pretty much the whole UK, I am amazed I can do this. I think you'd be an hour ahead, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
June says, yeah, you would, wouldn't he? Because he's east of us.
Yes.
Julian says, hi, Hagrid and Duke. Julian, I thought Europe was an hour ahead, not an hour behind. 10:48 here now. Isn't it 11:48 there? Athol, what lousy weather outdoors and no comfy seats indoors. What's going on, people? I don't know. Tiff says, you are indeed right, Julian. Hagrid is an hour ahead of us. Julian, morning, Athol. I thought I was going mad, Tiff. Well, not that for that reason, anyway. Morning, Julian and Tiff. Ian, hellos. Matthew, good afternoon. Julian, hi. Ian, hi, Matthew. Jim, good morning to all the usual suspects in Chatland. Hello, Jim. Timmy is in. He says, good day, all. Jim, hello to you, Modmin. Modmin is just in chat today. She's dealing with family business for this week, so you're stuck with me running the chat. Tim says, greetings to our gracious hosts. Julian, evening, Tim. Julian, morning, Jim, stripy skunk. Tiff, hello, Jim. Hi, Athol. Jim, hello, Athol, Julian. Ian, hi, Julian. Good morning, Tiff. Hi, Jim. Hi, Tiff. Tiff, hey, Ian. Ian, good afternoon, Matthew. Good day, Timothy. Jim, today marks a somber anniversary, 80 years since the liberation of Auschwitz, 27th of January, 1945. Yeah. Sad day.
Yeah.
But we don't do sad on here. Tiff says, welcome, everyone. Please hit that like button. Obviously, it does deserve maximum respect, but I don't like to dwell on stuff, especially on here. So, yeah. Tiff says, welcome, everyone. Please hit that like button on your way in. It's very much appreciated. It certainly is. Duke, it was only 41 degrees here today. How about everyone else?
Got to, I think, about 37 or so here, maybe 35. But we're closer to the ocean, so we've got a breeze. Yeah. It's still hot. We had the aircon on today, yeah.
You do look very red.
I know. Look like, in fact, it's warmer in the garage here. Yeah.
He said, hi, Hagrid. Good day, Duke. Hi, Athol. Jim says, good day, Duke, and you fellow Aussies. I hope you all had a safe and happy Australia Day. There you go. Tiff says, it's -1, but sunny. I said that. Jim said, hello, Ian. Phil, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Phil. Julian, only 41 degrees, Duke. That better be the blooming Fahrenheit. It's 38 Fahrenheit here. 3 Celsius.
Yeah, Celsius.
Julian says, hi, Phil. Ian says, afternoon, Phil. Jim, 41 Celsius. That's a hot one, Duke. Yep.
Yeah.
Jim, -10 here in Chicagoland this morning. Yep. Then I put them back. Duke says, 41 degrees is tad warm. I even took my jumper off. June says, you may want to rephrase that, Mikey. Lol. I'd rather 41 degrees than -10, Jim. Yeah, that's true. Tiff, less of the politics. Mark, good afternoon, Mikey and John. Hello, Mark. Say hello to Mark, John.
Hello, Mark, John.
Julian, good afternoon. Afternoon, John. Hi, Mikey. Hello, buddy. Julian, hi, Mark. Jim, I will take temperature somewhere in between, Duke. Mark says, Tiff, good afternoon. Julian says, -5, Jim. Mark, Julian, good afternoon, Julian. How's it going? Steve's in. He says, hello, guys and girls. Just want to say hi. I'm off to bed now as I got no sleep last night, but we'll watch this later. All the best, my friends. All the best, buddy.
Cheers, Steve.
Ooh, rattling through these. Julian says, it's going, Mark. Not sure what direction. Julian, hi and bye, Steve. Jim, rest well, Steve. Sounds like he's died or something. Rest well, my friend. Jim says, John, get on with it.
I did. That was a quick version. I've been at it all day.
Jim says, lol. Tiff says, hello, Mark. Julian says, lol, Jim. Duke says, Operation Corporate, John.
Okay.
Jim, Operation Corporate. That version of Harry makes me think of Cyrano de Bergerac. Julian says, did he say shut the flock up, John?
That's what I heard. Half the world said that.
You can ever get a T-shirt with it on now, John.
I can. I have not yet. Because I've got a Hard Rock Cafe Penang, which is hilarious because there isn't a Hard Rock Cafe in Penang.
Jim says, too much caffeine, Mr. Marley? Tiff, oh, how I wish I was at the bench with you guys. Oh, bless you. You'll be back soon. David Turnstone says, hi all, I made my Harrier as a GR3 of 3 Squadron as I served on Harriers servicing flight from 1981 to 84. Wow, that's wonderful. Cool.
81 84, very good. I don't, 3 Squadron isn't an option in the Connecticut, that I can see.
I think the one I'm doing, the 124 scale one, is a 1 Squadron.
Yeah.
It's 7488.
So there's 3 of these are 1 Squadron. One of them, well, because the detachment to Falklands was 1 Squadron. Yeah.
Nice. Dieter says, as for the hour thing, you are an hour earlier than me, so technically I'm an hour behind. Well, not in the case of Mr. Marley, as he is way ahead of me or behind us all. I need coffee. I'm saying nothing. Duke says, John, I might see if I can find some 3D files for the corporate ordnance. Ooh.
Wonderful.
Julian, you're stuck with me, so that's why it's going cough. So well, cough. Thank you, Julian. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Hobby Time says, the Hobby Boss has the rocket pods in 148 in the kit. Oh. Penny says, afternoon, just made London, only 2 hours late today. Hello, Penny.
Hello, Penny.
Kieran says, hi, everyone. Oh,
Kieran.
Dieter, about the Hard Rock Cafe shirt, I got an Alderaan and a Death Star and a Death Star 2 version. Cool.
That's cool.
Dieter says they don't exist anymore. Kieran says, hi, David. Kieran, I had the same thoughts as John for the GR3 ordnance. In the end, I got some Edward CBU's BL755s for my 172nd build.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm leaning towards. They're more the Metra 155s.
I don't know whether I'm going to put ordnance on or what ordnance. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Oh, or you could arm the Harrier with 2 early RF smart bombs.
You could. Because we've got a couple of Payblades.
Yeah. Jim says, hi, Penny. Hobby Time says, hi, Jim. And Dieter, would there be a Hard Rock Cafe in Pripyat? Probably not. I've caught up with the chat.
My God.
I've done so well. Jim says, Hagrid, I'm not sure about coffee. Are you mainlining caffeine? I could do with that now. My head feels so tired. I've been up since 7 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, if you don't mind, I'm going to grab a beer because I've been talking for an hour before we went live here on the Models for Heroes stream. So I shall grab a soothing beer. Bear with.
Right. Whilst he's gone to get his beer, should we put the banners up? I think we should. We'll go for that one. There you go. Right. Let's head down to the desk. Oh. Camera's upside down. That's not good. Flip. Let's have a look. You can tell I've been in a rush to get home. Not had a chance to set the camera up or anything. There you go. Kind of. Oh. That's kind of it.
And he's back.
There you go. Oh, good. Life wouldn't be complete without you. Look, Joe, is that the right way round on your screen, or is it back to front?
No, it's reversed.
There you go.
That's correct.
Look, new sticker.
Sticker. Shiny.
Yes. Hologram sticker.
I need to order some merch.
You do. Not that I'm saying anyone has to, but there you go.
This is going to be a mess, pouring this beer.
That's the hologram sticker. But as I move the light, it changes colour. Woo, how cool is that?
Ooh. Technology.
Yeah. Ooh. There you go. Right. What have we got here? Oh, there you go. Hobby Time says they dropped 4 in total, lasered by the SAS. There we go.
Oh, okay. Because I was wondering about that.
Dieter
Because
says,
sorry, in the instructions it mentions that they carried laser guiding. Because amongst the first ones, I heard they dropped very few, so that's why I wasn't going to do a paveway. But I was wondering, well, do they carry a lantern pod, and if so, where? All that sort of stuff. So that makes sense. But
yeah,
I think 155 is the way to go. I'll order some from Hannon's. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, delicious.
Dieter says, Julian, I'm not on an IV yet with caffeine. Jim says, yet, Hagrid. Jim, many thanks to Crazy Loacher for gifting Model Officer memberships this weekend. A fine man he is. Yes, he is. He's lovely. Julian, agreed, Jim? That he is.
He is.
Dieter, yep, Julian, yet. Tiff says, I know he'll watch this later, so happy birthday, Sonic. Happy birthday, Sonic.
Oh. Happy birthday, Sonic.
Julian, hi, Hobby. Hobby, hi, Julian. Julian, happy birthday, Sonic. Jim, no, Ian. Oh, Jim. So that's how I got a membership. Yes, indeed. A big thank you to Crazy Loacher. There you go. And Jim says, a happy birthday to you, Sonic. David says, the Dolphin knows how a laser ranger marked target seeker. That's cool.
Yeah. Which is the Snoopy nose with the difference you can see between a GR1 and a GR3.
Yeah.
So that was a laser designated. Did they need the SAS to hit it with a Beringa?
Well, yeah. The SAS would ping it, and then the seeker would find it, wouldn't it? Find the laser signal.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
God, I've got a couple of paper in this. All right, so here, going back because I've got one of that US Ordnance set, and I had started making some paveways with something rather earlier. Didn't use them, so I got to. Oh, gee, would they be £1,000? I don't know.
Boom. I was right. Duke says, happy birthday, Sonic. Hobby Time says, they also armed the Vulcan with smart bombs too. Yep. There you go. David says they needed to be target to be marked. This was then picked up by the aircraft. There we go. And Ian says, "No way! It's my birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Sonic." There we go. Probably why you two get on so well.
So,
Right,
so
what
I've
were you
got,
saying, John?
would they be the correct ones, or these are? I know these are the retarded ones, but would they be the correct ones that were fired? I don't know. These are paid by which ones? GBU 12s. I don't know. But, well, I think I might. I don't know. I want a generic, maybe op corporate one. So I'm thinking about ordering the GBU 755s. That and the fact that I tend to build, if I do fit ordnance and care about what I'm putting on something or other, I tend to go for the most awful one we have. And seeing that both the UK and Australia have signed up for the no cluster munitions, no mines dropped from aircraft, I'd probably prefer that one, if that makes sense.
Jim says
US
that's
haven't
quite a box
signed
of
up.
ordnance, John. What is the kit maker?
It's AMK. It's all really good stuff because it's all slide mold. God, it's a mess. It's a mess. You get a lot. You get a lot. Let's see. I'll change the
Sorry, I'm
camera
just
again.
snacking whilst we're doing this because my sugars are low.
Yeah, sure. Right. So I guess you could see that. So what have we got? Paveways. We got a SAIP pod, which is like an ACMI pod, aircraft combat maneuvering thing. A Bullwinkle, a couple of GBUs, Mark 80. Yeah, so laser guided GBU 38 and the slicks, Mark 82 Snake Eyes. The tarps, a lantern pod, or a couple of each. Some Laos, 68 threes, JDAM, Sidewinders, Sparrows, Phoenix, and Paveways. So yeah, it's just generic US ordnance, and it's all, as I said, it's all slide mold and really nice. But slowly going through it because I
Time
don't
says
build
you
too
need
many US
RF one.
aircraft. Paveways. So because I don't know enough about them, if they were different, I couldn't pick. So it'll be easier if I pick what I know.
Yeah.
Someone's going to pull it apart.
And it's your model.
Well, it is my
model to
model,
do
but
what you
I'd
want with
like
it.
to be like, again, I could fit sidewinders on it for op corporate, but then I feel obliged to put on the air refueling probe, which is not a good look on these planes, really. Not the early ones.
I'm putting the fueling probe on, but only because it looks funny.
Yeah, it does look funny.
Duke says happy birthday tomorrow, Ian. Ian says cheers, Duke. Yeah, happy birthday for tomorrow, Ian.
Yeah.
And Hobby Time says res kit do them. There you go.
They do. Okay. Okay, can you let me know what they're called, please? Because I'm in the dark. I'm a foreigner. Treat me like one. I got no idea. That, Xavionic's not a gunny, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bloody good.
Right, should we let the lovely viewers in if they want to come in?
Oh, it would shut me up.
I just realised it's not about shutting you up. Stop getting all upset. It's not all about you, John.
No, it's not.
There you go. The link for StreamYard is in if you want to come in. You don't have to go on camera. You can just go on microphone if you want. 2 seconds whilst I open this.
Haven't seen myself. Now, where are we?
John, you were just showing your login details.
Oh, it's all right. Right, so let's see. These are the BL755. These are the cluster munitions, and they look nice. I think. Well, I only need 2. I don't think they would have carried them on a load spreader. I think probably to be as more maneuverable up against Mirages, Skyhawks. Or I'd imagine they'd only carry 1 on each wing with a fuel tank.
Yeah.
Ah, crap. Didn't mean to close that one down. Oh well.
Duke says, John, what's the reason for the refueling probe on the corporate one? because it needed to refuel in midair.
Yeah.
I
So
imagine.
yeah, they were. So initially, if they carrying sidewinders, they were for fleet defence, more like, rather than ground attack. Most of the, I don't know, I wasn't there, but from what I read, most of the munitions that were dropped were cluster munitions, and it scared the hell out of the people on the ground. Very effective. Plus, what else? So the BL-755s, 1,000-pound bombs, quite a number of them. A fair couple of these Matra 155s. Oh no, they didn't use these ones. I hear or read that they used the RN ones, which were different again. They weren't SNEB, SNEB. They were these larger ones that had 3 lots instead of 2 lots of rocket heads. But I don't think I want to use them either because they're just a bigger version of the low detail. Like there's no detail on these at all. I think I want to get. God, I'm going to like all episode. I'm just going to be going. Will I? Won't I? And blah 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 blah. And Paul's still thinking nobody cares. Shut up.
Mhm.
Let's go.
That's better. Ooh, sugars are picking up a little bit. Right.
Lovely.
Yeah, I was getting to the point where I was starting to get a bit dizzy and stuff, so I have to eat something. Tiff says, John, just because I'm not there doesn't mean you can sing.
Oh, was I singing?
Yeah.
I do apologise. Yeah.
So yeah, the link is there in the StreamYard. If anyone wants to come up, feel free.
So yeah, you could see. I think anyone could see the difference between what comes in the kit and how they actually look. So there's more detail on the body. Plus they have like protective fairing on the nose instead of the rockets being out like that. I think I might get them.
Yeah. Let's put some music on. Ooh, 20 people watching. Right. Dry brushing would be a good idea.
Oh, and I think it's also back in stock is the aircraft that I really love but cannot get in Australia. So I might as well order myself a Supermarine S6B. But it's just not worth the $71. I built the S5 and they're an awful kit. It's probably worth a third of that price. So that's the only reason I haven't bought it. That and the fact that it's not in Australia.
Well, yeah. There's that.
All right.
Where have they gone? I can't find my dry brushes.
And they're the other ones. The cluster munitions are BL-755. So they're probably about the same size as the other rocket pods. I just want to decide how I want it to look. The third option is go for the Arctic scheme because that does look good. But then, I'm still limited to have the same problem of having the Matra gun pods. So.
As you like to say, John, you do you.
I'll do me. So, what are we up to? 2021. Those ones.
Okay.
Oh, snippers.
Well, that's annoying. Where the hell have they?
So, what are you after?
My dry brushes.
You did mention that, yes. You're right. Oh.
Oh, there's one.
Well, that gets me up the hook at least.
Hobby Time says, I believe the Airfix Hunter has RAF rocket pods too.
Uh-huh.
There we
Yeah, I
go.
don't have one of those kits here.
Speaking of Airfix, somebody was asking the other day on Discord what you get with the catalogue and mystery kit bundle for $9.99 from Airfix.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on Airfix before and I ordered it. So it should be in the next few days, hopefully.
Okay.
Apparently, you get a Series 1 kit, so I'm assuming that's like starter kits.
Well, probably not starter, but yeah, smaller ones, cheaper ones.
Yeah.
That's fine. Got some cracking subjects.
Yeah. I said to Kay, how funny it would be if they sent me another bloody Shannon class.
Yeah. So apparently, there we go. So it's saying here, I don't know how correct this is, but it's saying marking option 6. Falklands War, flying from HMS Hermes in close air support role, centerline pylon fitted to fuselage. So it would have the two the Aiden 30mm gun pods. Throwing that away. Oh, cripes. Oh, if I get it around that way, Miss Brown. And centerline thing on that with nothing fitted to that, I'd imagine. But I'll put that there anyway because it says to. And you won't see it. I won't put that on yet because that'll just get in the way of everything.
Martin says, good morning. Hello, Martin. Matthew says, I've got a 172 Hawker Hurricane.
Oh, was that with the catalogue?
I wouldn't. Yeah. I wouldn't be disappointed with that.
Nope.
I mean, I'd rather have a vehicle, but I wouldn't be disappointed with a Hurricane. Better than bloody Spitfire.
He's up, Tiger.
Spitfires. They do have the 143 Mark III Land Rover. I'd love that.
Oh, yeah.
Other one. Yeah. Mark 1 Land Rover. I don't know which one it is, but. Yeah. Ian says, Airfix a few days, laugh my ass off. Hobby Time says, CPU 123 paved way 2.
CPU 123.
Edward 648550 plus photo. I have no in-flight probs. Okay.
Edward.
Ian says, how do you, Martin?
No in-flight probe. Okay.
And Matthew said yes with the catalogue. Ah,
wonderful.
Yeah, probe. There you go.
Thank you very much for that info, Hobby Time.
Matthew says yes with catalogue. Martin, only a brief visit for 15 minutes, so gotta go to hospital to have my hand redressed after my amputation last Wednesday. Oh, wow. No wonder you've not been on.
Oh.
He just had his hand amputated. Not to be facetious, but is there anything left of you? You seem to be getting amputations left, right, and centre at the minute. I hope you're alright, dude.
CP123.
If this dressing is less bulky, then I might be able to do some modelling. Oh, we had was it fingers amputated? I remember saying that. June says, hi, Martin.
Oh,
Tiff says, hope you recover soon, Martin. I don't think he's going to recover from an amputation. It may heal, but I don't think he's ever going to recover. June says, note to self, Ian's birthday tomorrow. There we go. And Matt says, not hand, just a finger. Was it the middle finger?
All right. So I've got Tornado GR1 and 4 set. And in here are some CPU 123s.
Oh, there we go.
Where are they? Oh, or did I?
You're a happy bunny.
No, I'm not. I'm not, because I put them on the tornado I built for my mate.
Oh, gutted.
There
There you go. Hobby Time says, "Hey, I'm an amputee too. Only one leg." There we go. We have a few amputees now, I think.
Bugger. Oh well. Back to square one.
You were close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
Julian says, "Holy hell, Martin! Being serious, one guy on Gary stuff only uses one hand for modelling, and he does really good stuff." There you go. Duke says, "Mikey, did you see my last comment? If your last comment was, John, what's the reason for the refueling probe on the corporate one? Then yes. If not, then no, because it hasn't come up." Martin, they're burying me one bit at a time, my right leg and my little finger, like the Johnny Cash song, only in reverse. So, is anyone wanting to come up and join me and John today? I'm pretty sure you don't want to sit listening to us all day.
All right. Should be using a coaster. Yep. Now I mentioned that
Timmy is in.
Timbo.
Timmy.
Mentioned that the mounting points for the
Hello, Timmy.
Ahoy! How we doing?
The Elevons. Hello, Timbo.
All right,
How are you,
buddy.
Good. First of all, happy birthday to Ian for tomorrow and Sonic for today.
Yeah. How are you?
Not too shabby, you know.
Yeah.
Had a long day of not doing a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I've done so. Okay, these aren't working. As I said, there's no real mounting points for these elevons. So as you can see, that one's broken off, and this one is bloody broken off as well. So they're terrible. There are no mounting points, or any clues to what angle they go on. So kinetic. First time I'm finding this kit to be a little bit ordinary. But, yeah, I'll get there in the end. So how was your Australia Day public holiday today, Timbo?
Well, I'm waiting for uni to come back, so every day is a public holiday for me. But yeah, not too shabby. We went like I live on the Sunshine Coast, so I've got some fantastic beaches and stuff around. So I actually got out of the house and let myself get dragged down to the beach and had some ice cream and stuff, and yeah, it was a good day.
Unbelievable.
Nice.
No, I'm not going to enjoy these.
You got to let your hair down, which is always good.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to get pretty jack of it. So my hair. But I suppose that's a pretty good problem to have, really.
Hair?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, most of my mates from school, now that we're all kind of turning 30, they've all started losing it.
Junior says, "Be right back, Kara's here."
Sure.
Ian says, "Cheers, Tim." Ian says, "Bloody hell, Martin, heal soon, dude." Duke says, "John, don't make Mr. Oxley right." Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I have already.
And Duke says, "John, can those thingies be pinned with wire?"
They're not very wide. Like, you know, that's how thick they are. You know. So that'd be. They could be, but it'd have to be a bloody thin wire. I've got bloody thin wire, but probably not. Not at the angle. I'm just going to try gluing it again. I will knock them off again, but anyway, I won't let it defeat me.
What are you working on, Tim?
So I was working a bit more on the Mustang today. So got the canopy masked up and sort of in place. It'll end up being in the back position, but I don't know whether or not it's good practice, but I tend to put it together like that and paint it and then take it off to position it right at the end. Just saves having a faff about with trying to mask off interiors and all of that stuff. But yeah, so just base coated, primed the bulk of the plane and the wheels and the drop tanks and all of that stuff. Yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna be painting the metallics tonight, just because I feel like that'll be a bit more of an ordeal than I really want to do right now. But
yeah,
I'm starting to see why people really like the Mustang. Like, the profile is very cool.
Yeah, it looks fast, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It
just sort
looks
of aggressive.
a warbird.
Yeah, so that's coming along. Although I have, I've still been using this AK camouflage putty for a lot of my masking of irregular stuff like wheel wells and that, when I just can't really be stuffed cutting up foam and things. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
The only kind of downside that John sort of rightly pointed out when I first showed him that I got it was that in Australia it's normally hot enough that it tends to sort of droop. So you gotta be pretty quick here, because it doesn't hold its shape.
Yeah. Duke says, "I haven't got to that stage yet, John. I'll wait to see how you overcome it."
You'll watch me overcome it a
exactly.
couple of times, because I'll just keep getting it wrong. I gotta knock my light. There we go. Light, camera, action.
Ian says, "Where can I buy some bloody thin wire, John?"
Oh, in the UK. That's where I have to get mine. 0.2 mil nickel silver.
Martin says, "Desperate." There we go.
Bloody thin.
Desperate. Martin says, "Desperate to get my RC Carmen gear done, and the Lysander arrived the other day. It's been a rough week. It was the 4th anniversary of my wife's death, and getting little sleep due to amputation. Oh, dude.
I'd imagine.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Lysan looks like a beautiful kit. Watched a friend of ours open one about an hour
I have
ago.
that putty.
Yeah.
It's. It to me, it's plain. Although saying that, I am really enjoying doing this Harrier.
Good.
But I think that could be because it's 124 scale.
Still can't get over.
Tiff says I have
that
that
you're
putty.
doing on that side.
Sorry. Well, I was given it from Malls for Heroes. So got to build it, haven't I? It was a donation. Can't make the most of it.
Wow. Do. Oh, that's a nice fit so far.
Okay. I think that'll do for that.
Yep. So that Snoopy nose here, LMRTS, is a beautiful fit on this. So yeah, there's not many low points, but yeah, the Elevons certainly are one.
Here's a quick question for you guys. Have either of you built a Airfix 148 Sea Fury?
No.
No.
Okie dokie.
But it's quite similar to the Tempest 2 that I built not long ago.
Yeah.
Why? Do you think about getting one?
Well, I was at my friendly local the other day, and they'd sort of restocked the shelves, and I saw one there, and it piqued my interest because when I was last down in Canberra, I made a stop into the Australian National War Memorial, and they've got a Sea Fury on display, like as it would have been on a show my ignorance here. I guess on a carrier. So I know we used to have aircraft carriers, but
yep.
But yeah, it had the wing sort of folded up at the ends and stuff, and it looked really, really cool. So I took a whole bunch of photos and was like, oh, if I ever see that kit, I really want to build one, and I'll do it in the same livery and stuff as the one in the War Memorial. But yeah, early days yet.
Yeah, I mean, they're a chunky beast, that's for sure. I reckon they look great. Hmm. 6, 7, Q16. How's the temperature up there,
Martin
Tino?
says,
Sweating?
Martin says the Lysander kit is great, but the markings and colour schemes are full of discrepancies if you check the photos in the Wing Leader book.
Okay.
Hobby Time says, yep, great kit. I've put the Discord link in if anyone wants to join us on Discord. They're a friendly bunch. Matthew says, I'm sure that is one that Gary built on his channel. Quite possibly.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Hopefully
yeah.
Gary should be back in a week or so. Nice to have him back. And Mr. Morris is off car hunting today. I'm sure Julian can post a link to it in the Discord, Tim.
That'd be awesome if you could.
What colour would the...
joke.
Yeah.
I just pinged off
I'm sure.
dropped a bit onto the floor, but it was of course a clear lens for my little camera there. So, oh god. There he is. I need to crawl around the floor for a sec.
The link to find the video that Gary did on the Sea Fury, if you don't mind, Julian. Oh dear God, that is one busy cockpit. Right. So a lot of the switches and dials would have been black rim, and switches would have been white or pale grey. Okay. Cool. Oh, there you go. Matt's posted it in the Discord for you, Tim.
Legend. Thank you. Yeah, because I saw the kit and got a little bit excited, and then I went, no, I won't buy it right now because I want to know if the kit has the option to do like the wings up, or if not, is there another brand that does it? And if not, how much of a pain is it going to be to just do it myself?
I'm back, by the way.
But yeah.
There you go. So, is anyone else building whilst we're on here today?
I've got stuff all over the bench. It's insane.
Oh, you. Went Brom lecture anyway.
You know, I actually had the Mark IV tank out yesterday. I was going to work on it. Did a bit, but then I couldn't progress again because I'm an idiot. So what I had lost, I'll bring up the other instructions. Right. So the unditching beam for the top of the tank here.
Yep.
Right. It goes on with chains. Now I had misplaced the chains that came in the kit. So anyway, I found some. I bought some yesterday from Cromlick, I think it was.
Yeah.
I can't see them right now, but they're a good size for this. So I made up that little bit and all that sort of stuff, and then I had trouble finding my D-shackle. So I don't know where I put that sprue. I put it away carefully, and you'd think I could find it. So I did that and then had to put it away again. So the Mark IV still isn't finished. But it's one step closer.
mean, to be honest, they didn't always have the unditching beam on them anyway.
I want it on mine.
You think once they used it,
they would
okay.
unditch. They would ditch the unditching beam.
Oh. Yes.
I don't know if you're familiar with that, Timbo. Have you ever seen that before? How that works?
The unditching beam?
Yeah.
Nope.
So I
really don't know much at all about. I assume that was a World War One tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So imagine these sides together. So that's the hull, and you've got the two sponsons on this, not sponsons, but basically the tracks.
Yep.
So you got a big bar going across the top like that, and they get literally a big slab of oak or whatever,
Mhm.
and they hook it onto these with these bits. They hook it around the track, and the log then slides across the top, underneath the tank, and then comes up the back again, and everything else. So if it gets stuck in mud and the tracks are just turning, it'll sort of be like, what they do with four-wheel drives and those orange sort of pads now. It's quite ingenious, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having trouble fitting this lens too.
So,
oh no, popped in perfectly. There we are.
Matthew says, "I am hard at work, honest." Emoji laugh. June says, "Tim, Gary's splash screen shows the wings folded." There we go.
Ah.
Good stuff.
Martha says, "Bit of discovery this week: the thin self-adhesive foil from an X-Ire." And Julian, also, he did them folded. The beauty shots show them that way. There we go.
Fantastic. I'll definitely be going back and giving that a watch.
Yeah. Our friend Gary Evans, his dad was Royal Navy, so he's a big fan of Royal Navy aircraft.
Ooh, Fleet Air Arm.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
800 Squadron
1. Yeah.
Mark says he's doing the undercarriage of the Hasegawa Supercat Jaguar at the moment.
Oh, one of my favourite subject matters.
Jaguar.
I built the old Airfix / Hella one about maybe a bit over 6 months ago or so. Or maybe a year ago, in fact. But it wasn't that much fun. There was nothing real special about it. Came up okay, just boring because it's French. The A model,
Dieter says right now he's upgrading his computer.
Oh,
God. Dieter says nothing scale model like. Mine says bit of discovery week. Self-adhesive exhaust repair tape works great as the silver on an F-84 Thunderjet.
Oh, okay.
Now it makes sense.
It does.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Mark says thundering and lightning at the moment here in Norfolk.
Oh, very, very frightening.
Galileo. Duke says, John, my kinetic Harrier has holes in the bits that hold the Elevo thingies in place. Don't yours?
It does, yeah. So these bits there, the holes on the fuselage are for those plates. Once you stick those plates on there, there's nothing really to stick the end plates to the elevons themselves. Like there's no real strength there. That's why I super glued them. Yeah, it could have been better, Could have been better, but it's on for the second time. It'll probably go on again before I'm finished.
Marty says that's what my last post was meant to say. Yeah. And he says typing left-handed is a challenge. Do you know what? Since I've had the computer where I've got it now, I've learned to type left-handed because the keyboard's off to my left.
Oh.
So rather than turn around, a lot of time I'll type left-handed.
Well, being a twin, I'm
'Cause I'm
left-handed.
lazy.
Paul's right, because that's generally the way of identical twins. But I'm sort of a bit of a mong in that everything that I do, like all single-handed sports like tennis, left-handed. All two-handed sports like cricket, right-handed. So it's all a bit weird. Can't explain it. It's just the way it is.
It is what it is.
But yeah, as Ron pointed out last week, that Paul's and my writing are very, very similar, which is odd because, of course, he's left-handed. He's right-handed. I'm left-handed. You'd think that wouldn't make sense, but it does to God, apparently.
Yeah. June says, "Growl, bloody Yahoo are blocking my domain, but haven't had the decency to bounce any emails on or throw an error. They're all just vanishing." Ooh. Interesting. What's happened there?
So I need to look back. You made an interesting point today on the Facebooks, Julian. I need to look it up because I 100% agreed. I'll look it up. I won't necessarily read it.
Mark says, "The pilot in this kit looks like a jelly baby."
Yeah.
Julian says, "My left hand is stuffed, so I type right-handed." Yeah. Duke says, "John, do you know what the ordnance on sprue 1, number 12, and 13 are?"
12 and 13. Is there a step in the instructions, or is it? Because I'm not the expert on these. On
sprue 1.
Yeah, it'd be I.
Oh yeah, it could be sprue I.
Need to look that up. So it's one with the BIMs. This one. 12 and 13. I don't think I do. I think they're 1,000-pound bombs.
Have we actually found something you don't know about aircraft?
No, there's a lot I don't know about aircraft. Even Australian, aircraft ordnance and stuff. I'm not that au fait with it because I don't care. I'll just do the systems that control them. Well, to a point, the gunnies do that as well. But no, I'm not an expert. I'm the first to say I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody in the chat can help. What the hell that is? There we are. That's cool. It looks like just a 1,000-pound bomb, but I don't know.
That's the one.
June says that's offensive to jelly babies, Martin.
Yeah, they're delicious. Do you get into the jelly babies with diabetes, or is that a no-no for you, Mikey?
You can have them, but it tends to be if your sugars are low. That's you keep them for when your sugars are low because you can have like 5 of them, and it'll pull your sugars back up quickly.
Okay.
So that's the only time I'm really supposed to have them. G says it's not in the instructions.
No, it's not. The instructions are never that great with kinetic.
Julian, Mark, even not Martin.
Oh, excuse me. Now I'm looking for that tornado Ordnance. Big Ed set. Big Sin. Where to put that? My desk is so cluttered. So there was no Shannon class lifeboat build on Friday. You were out of power. Is that correct, Mikey?
Yeah, we had you got the main underground electrical cable for the whole street, and then off that you have a loop coming off, so it comes off, goes to our house, and then goes to neighbours, and then back to the same coupling. And that coupling where it connects to the main line had failed, so both ours and next door both had we lost power for the day. So they were working till 10:30 at night trying to get power back. I'm digging up my driveway. Which is not fun because now obviously everything's electric, cookers and boilers and stuff like that. It meant we had no heat and no hot water and no way of cooking. And then we didn't even get to have a hot drink all day until Mum came down in the evening with a flask of hot water for us. And then I told her I got her to take Kay up to their house so that she could sit in the warm. Whilst I sat in because the engineers needed to get in and out of the house.
Right.
I used to love when the power would go out when I was a young fella, because my younger brother and I would sneak into the garage and raid Dad's sort of stash of leftover MREs.
So which one's your dad, Tim? Which one of the Marleys?
He's not.
He's an Evans.
He's one of the good ones.
Yeah, that's why I can play ball sports and things. Well, could. My knee's pretty gashed these days, but yeah. Nah, my mother was the Marley.
Yeah, so yeah, Tim's mum is my youngest sister, Helen.
Right, okay.
And my wife is Tim's dad's sister. So there's a very Tasmanian sort of double marriage in the family.
Yeah. Well, it could be worse. They could be cousins. That'd be a very sort of Hills Have Eyes sort of marriage.
Oh yeah, well, there's some creepy movie set in Wales about that. I think. Is it The Village? Was that set there? Or is that set in England? Right. So this is the next thing that's going to go on. Yeah. No, the Village.
Oh, The Village.
So sticking on the thing,
Yeah,
I will
that's it.
definitely break off this pedo probe at some point, but I'll just glue it on again if I have to. But yeah, this is definitely a GR3 now.
Mm-hmm. There we go. I'm just cutting out the glaze for the control panel, which is so much fun.
Do. This music really reminds me of The Boys in Town by the Divinals, at half speed. Delicious.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I love it. The Divinals are great. Chrissy Amplet went right off.
Right. So, prime brass parts with thin coat metal. Prime remove brass parts.
The only Divinal song you might know over there is "I Touch Myself," the one from the what are those movies?
From biography.
No, just God. What is it? Goldmember and all that.
Austin Powers.
Yes. Yeah. I touch myself.
Austin Powers.
Yeah, those ones. Austin Powers. So yeah, Chrissy Amplet and the Divinals sang that "I Touch Myself" song. But they've got some cracking tunes from the 80s, 90s
right.
as well. Like science fiction and The Good Die Young. And, such a good singer, songwriter.
Oh, whoops! Just bent that. Damn it.
All right. So I need to. So I'm going to run out of things to do until I've ordered a top-notch camouflage mask set for this. So until that arrives, I'm just sort of like not twiddling my thumbs, but there's not much I can progress with really. But I'm just doing the bits I can do. So yeah, it doesn't leave much. I could put on the canopy and mask it up, but what I'll do right now is a couple more lumps and bumps that won't be knocked off. Apparently, N33. Ba-dum-dum-dum.
Julian says, John, you think your family tree is odd? On Mum's side, Grampy's brother married Nanny's sister. So there were two brothers married to two sisters.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay, you win.
That's weird. No.
Duke says, Chrissy Amplet.
She's
That's
great.
just seriously close to inbreeding.
So
Remember, I learned like
33
years ago that it's never a good idea to bring up facts about the whole inbreeding thing. Like I read some article about dispelling the sort of stigma or something. it was a weird one, but it basically said most modern people and stuff, you can get like 2 generations with first cousins and not really have an issue. It's only really siblings and stuff. And all my mates are like, what are you reading? And I was like, I don't know, man. I just went down a rabbit hole of like doom scrolling and clicking.
And am I okay?
Oh, yeah. You end up.
Did you by any chance read the history of the royal family?
Yeah, it's. I don't know. Don't just go trawling through Wikipedia links late at night when you're tired, because you end up on weird pages.
Even for Tim.
Yeah.
Do. All right.
Oh, come on. Kieran says, Duke, those parts are on sprue are common to the early shark kit. They appear into instructions, but aren't named. I think it's BL755 that goes on the centerline pylon of the Shah.
Okay.
Julian, then on my dad's side, his granddad didn't know his father, and his mother's dad died when she was 3. So when I found her on the census, the parents had a different surname. There you go. Julian, just to make it really fun, Grampy's nickname was Jim. Apparently looked like Jimmy Cagney when he was young. So my cousin's Uncle Jim is my granddad, real name Herbert. There you go.
Uncle Herbert.
Right, I need.
Yeah, so Shah. Okay, from what I understand, I think I learned today, but I'm not convinced. When people say Shah, do they mean SHAR as in Sea Harrier? So is Shah short? Is that naval parlance for Sea Harrier? And if so, why don't they just say Sea
I don't
Harrier?
know. Let's ask the Navy man.
Yeah.
Let's ask the Navy guy.
Yeah, but Tim won't
Navy
know,
guy.
'cause we didn't have them. We didn't have them.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Sea Harrier, Kieran says.
Okay, so I've
And Hobby
also
Time says.
thinking because Sharkey Ward apparently was a famous Sea Harrier pilot, Royal Navy from Falklands, but like Sharkey, that's not as in SHAR again, is it? It's not Sea Harrier E Ward. I don't know. You Brits are a strange race. N21, N22. Those ones.
Could be worse. We could be French.
Oh, that would be a lot worse. And hello to all our French listeners out there. And
There
why
are a
do the
couple,
French
I
only have one egg for breakfast? Because one egg is un œuf. Oh, I'm hilarious.
Back to your corner.
Well said,
I did see. Paul sent me a thing yesterday, a very quick sort of quip. I'll see if I can find it. It's a dad joke. Let's see if I can find it. Do. Oh, here's a thing. So Paul was gifted a print by his son for Christmas. So that's it there, right? So it's a standard, Spitfire Mark 1, KLB, so, the Kiwi one and all that sort of stuff. But I think it's a genuine Roy Cross artwork because it's on the Airfix box.
Oh, there you go.
I don't think they knew. Oh, and that's in other news. I had a hankering. I was in the shop the other day and I thought, oh, I could do an F-15E, a Strike Eagle, because I saw the one with the green cam. It's a beautiful looking thing. But then I thought, no, I didn't buy one because I've got 2 here. They're not mine. These are my son's. So he's got 2 Ace Combat Hasegawa kits. And I think I might, if I build one of those for him, that would that'll satisfy the itch I have to build to build an F-15. Oh, and another news, the bed-looking Marley, he's just about finished the model he's working on. Isn't that beautiful?
Nice.
Looking schmick.
Spitfire Mark 9. More of that when he finishes it, which won't be long. Maybe about 6 months.
Kieran.
Oh, yes, I can sing now. Come on, Timbo. A rousing chorus of, Great Southern Land. Here we go. A 1, a 3, a 5, 7, 9. Oh, okay, right.
Well, that was just weird. Kieran says Shai's been lazy to see her. No, I'm not sure.
Oh, you're sounding very underwater.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Mouthful of marbles. I might read out the comments if that's
Am I?
okay. Yeah. Oh, no, you're back now. Try again.
On Mum's side, her great grandmother was Mary Murphy, born in Ireland. After that, I need to lie down. Is that sounding better?
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your voice is rocking my world as it usually does there, Mikey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, stop. Oh, clean up an oil 12.
There's your next career, doing the voiceovers as the Kool-Aid guy. Oh yeah.
Well, you could be the new chef from.
Oh yeah.
Well, hello,
The
children.
chocolate salty balls.
I'll be Mr. Hanky. All right.
Kieran says,
I think Shah and
Sharky was a
Sharky-
coincidence. Happy to...
Thank you. Sorry.
Go on, then.
I was
You
trying to
read
help.
out.
I think Shah and Sharky
No,
was a
it's fine.
coincidence, but happy to be proved wrong. Well, I have no clue, but yeah, it must be a coincidence. But yeah. And Sharky was his nickname call sign.
Go on,
Yeah,
Rob.
Sharky Ward. But I think he was a Commodore. I got to Commodore, maybe. Certainly, he was opinionated, and I think people with that ability should be.
Oh yeah, they have a right to be opinionated on matters that they're expert in.
Yeah. Well, you know, they won, so you know, he was loved by his men. So you know, there's that. That's not always the case, is it?
No. We had a right idiot for an officer. At one
I
point.
always hated it when the boss would just want me to do
When-
unreasonable things, like do my job. You know, what a prick.
Oh no. This guy was a total idiot. Even our company sergeant major said that when they promoted him from corporal, they spoiled a perfectly bad NCO because he wasn't any good.
Is it okay if I rattle through the comments? Mikey, give your eyes down for him. Oh no, you still got to click, don't you?
It's all right. You can read out for a bit. I'm sure they're sick of hearing my voice.
Oh God, I'm sick of hearing mine. But let's go.
Go on, John.
All right. So Hobby Time says he has two of those prints. The Roy. It's not. No, Roy Huxley. No, he was the Matchbox one. Roy Cross was the FX one. Yeah, cool. Martin says, "Excuse me, my name is of French origin from Simon de Montfort, who came over with Bill the Conquer Bloke." Bill the Conquer Bloke. Yeah, recent history there. Yeah, and Marley apparently might be French. I don't know. Julian says Shah is on the MOD list of acronyms, so it must be, if not official, common enough to make it the list. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, Shah is. Yeah, I'll just call it Sea Harrier, but maybe it's too much of a mouthful because you know, Navy people shorten ocean to Ogden occasionally.
Yeah,
Strange people.
the Yoggin.
Yoggin. We call it the big blue wet thing.
What has mermaids in it?
What has mermaids in it? Duke says, Kieran, would there be only one BL 755 on the Harrier 2? Actually, how about this? So, Duke, if I buy the Res Kit BL 755s from Hannons, it comes in a pack of 4. I only want 2. What if I send you the other 2? Would you be happy with that? Next comment. Pitts Kits. Kieran says, at Duke, it looks like there's only one on the centerline according to the kinetic instructions. GR3's carried one on each outer pylon. Might be worth checking references though. Yeah, right. This is good source of information, this stream. I love it. Duke says, thanks, Kieran.
It is.
Martin says, Sharky Ward died quite recently. I didn't know that. Huh. Oh, there you go. I'll have to look that up. Hobby Times, they're on eBay. The guy has loads of Airfix box art. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Julian says, the Royal Navy annual review. This officer's men would follow him anywhere, but only out of a sense of morbid curiosity. I love that. Yeah, it's funny.
We had a full screw in our company, and
So you had a what?
each year you have confidential reports.
Oh, yeah,
A full screw, what we used to call a corporal.
a full screw.
Yeah,
You're a strange mob.
we used to call corporals full screws.
All right.
Does that mean a lance jack is a half screw?
Okay, I need lock
No,
down.
lance jack is a lance corporal.
Yeah, you guys are
Sergeant's a stripey.
No, I thought they were just assholes.
But yeah, every year we had confidential report, and it was supposed to remain confidential between you and obviously the OC and the person your platoon commander.
Yep.
But this full screw was very proud of his and came into the workshop saying, "Hey everyone, look at my confidential report. It's brilliant." And the last line on it said, "This NCO should be kept away from recruits, junior soldiers, and cadets, as he is likely to corrupt young minds."
Wow, that's brilliant. He says
because he was like his nickname was the Pawn King of the company.
the pawn.
Like he would go on exercise with, on the side of the recovery trucks they have the crew storage compartment, so where you put your burger in and your webbing and things when you're traveling. And if you were on his truck, you had to put them on the bunk beds behind the seats, because when you opened the crew bit, it just had loads of metal briefcases full of porn DVDs on it.
Oh my God.
And he even rigged up a tea tray with brackets so that the tea tray sat horizontal on the dashboard, sticking out from the dashboard, so he could tape his laptop to it and watch porn whilst he was driving.
That's just wrong. Mind you, there's an idiot in Australia that got fined for driving along cooking a steak on a gas stove and got caught by one of those. Oh, it's an influencer. So, he did it for the laughs, but then he's horrified by the $1,300 fine. So he's crying poor, and the cops are saying, well, don't cook your steak while you're driving. Anyway.
Yeah. Don't be stupid.
He's a flog.
Well, you see that one in America? He's really arrogant young lad.
Oh, no, different guy then. Okay.
He had a Lamborghini or something like that, and he was driving at stupid speeds, like 100 miles an hour or something, and crashed it and nearly killed his mate. And his first thought was getting someone to hold his camera and film him getting out of the car.
Yeah, that's no good.
Really?
Yeah. That's
when your priorities are wrong.
Ugh.
He didn't even try and help his mate out of the car. He got out of the car himself and then stood there filming him.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Saw a
next comment.
Saw a meme that you would have liked. About young Baron Trump being like the sort of heir apparent, and they've superimposed him like over the mountains of Greenland, looking like Paul Atreides, saying like, what was it, like, my ice shelf, my frozen tundra, my Greenland. And I thought it was brilliant.
All right. Julian says, I think that was a joke. Lol. Duke says he sent me a message asking the same thing about sharing BL. Yeah, let's share cluster bombs. Like I'll buy some tonight after this stream, and when they arrive, I'll send you 2. How's that, Duke? I don't need 4. I think yes, and it'll be no cost to you.
There we go.
Hagrid says, when I talk about Char, I do mean the Sea Harry. Yeah. Okay, so we've established that during this stream. That's cool because I've literally learned something tonight. I was ignorant. There's a lot of things I do not know about aircraft.
Oh, we didn't want to say anything, but
yeah.
Dieter. There you go.
Mean.
Sorry.
And when it's saying
when saying Fury. There you go.
Carry on. Please carry on.
No, carry on.
You carry
on, I insist.
Fury, it is the Sea Fury. Spree P, that one.
Let's continue the Sea Fire. S Fire, Sea Venom, S Venom, Sea Hawk, Shawk. We may be onto something. Got ya. Jim says, Sharky Ward died last year, John. Your favourite YouTube modeler and champion of kinetic models, Peter Oxley, did a very nice eulogy of Ward's life and career.
Oh, did he? I'll look that up. I'll have to go back and... no, I haven't looked. I'm kidding, but no, I'll go and watch that because, yeah, I'm genuinely interested. Innate.
Yeah. Tiff says, I saw that, John.
Sorry, Tiff. Bye.
Duke says, John, did you put any extra bits in the cockpit next to the seats for extra realism? I have.
I've got... So this is an Edward interior embellishment kit. So, yeah, there are bits in there. Admittedly, you won't see many, and they're all completely the wrong colour, but it does lift it. But again, you won't see it. It made me happy, and that's Edward's set number FE1173 plus 49. 1173. There's a couple extra bits to go, just not many, but there's a couple of bits there, like weather vane, rearview mirror, windscreen wiper. Yeah.
Well, the cockpit on Mikey's one is so big, he'll be able to add heaps of stuff like metal briefcases full of porn and.
I could if I had the skills.
I reckon what you'd be able to do is like assemble it, and then during final assembly, just get in there with your mask and sort of just climb in and paint it all individually. You'd be able to wire it up, wouldn't you?
Yeah, have a working laptop in there. uh, 600 mile an hour orgasm. Martin says, yeah, Pete Oxley did a tribute build of Sharky's Harrier along with the figure of him. There we go.
Oh, a figure of Pete, well, with black gloves and a tweed jacket and a glass of champagne. How interesting.
And a shiny head.
Hello. Oh, most welcome. Oh, I should shut up. No, he's a nice guy. He just, as I said before, like, it doesn't have to be clickbait. People will watch anyway, if they want.
Yeah, I mean, they watch this crap.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me, actually. Speaking of crap.
That reminds me. This is crap, and you just ends a stream.
We are crap, and I'm not doing it anymore. No, that video that I started working on, I lost all the content for. I started working on it again on Saturday. And I got about halfway through after spending like 4 or 5 hours working on it. And I thought, hang on a minute. All these pictures have got like Creative Commons on it as a license thing. So I thought, what the hell does that mean? Turns out what it means is you can use it for whatever you want as long as you don't use it for commercial purposes. So I thought, right, okay. Well, how does YouTube fit into that? You know, can you use them for YouTube videos? And it turns out you can't.
You can't?
Turns out if you use them for YouTube videos and if you monetize the videos, then this class is using it for commercial purposes.
Okay.
You can't just demonetize that one video?
Possibly, I'd have to have a look at it.
I suppose
It's if you make money from the channel rather than the video as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because you're making content for the channel, it's the channel that makes the money, which is annoying. So what I did was I cut the video in half, and I'm just going to do the kit review side of it rather than the history side of it.
Okay.
So that at least get something out that's not totally shit. Hopefully. Who knows? Might be. Probably will be. It's my content, so.
Yeah, now you have to be an Optimus Prime, not a Negatron.
That was dangerously close to saying something else then. Oh, no. Where does that sit? I should just sit further up. Okay. Sonic says, "Hey guys." Hey Sonic, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And he says, "No singing." Happy birthday, you old fart.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martin says, "I think you know what I meant. Peter is at least honest when he reviews kits." There you go.
This is true. Yeah. As I said, I don't hate the guy. I just, I think his criticism of Kinetic is a bit over the top and unfair and unwarranted.
I don't know. To be honest, it's weird. I think this is part of the reason why I'm not too worried about making that sort of content. It's because I don't watch that sort of content very much myself. I watch live streams and things like that, or I'll watch old TV programs or old films.
Yeah. The thing is, I mean, so I do this every time we go live. So this kit, this is quite close up, and most of us together, and there is no putty on it. So it's not fair that he'd say, "No, don't build this. They deserve to go out of business," because they clearly do not. It's a good kit.
See, saying that they deserve to go out of business for it, that is going over the top. Because no company deserves to go out of business, really, unless it's like owned by some really dodgy people.
Yeah, but if you get on YouTube and say this is crap, don't buy it, and people listen to you, that's what happens. Sales drop off.
Yeah.
That's all I wish he'd change his approach. Is like, he's not correct all the time. I think he's a great modeler. I think his Sea Harry turned out bloody beautifully. But like him, I would have pushed on through and finished it anyway, God, that fits well.
Mm-hmm.
So where's this bit? Hey, what have we got? Oh, this is a 2-hour mark.
Not far off. Where's my super duper glue? There it is.
Super. South Park references.
Super duper. Run a little bit. Let's put the hood on.
Oh, that's right. We started 10 minutes late, didn't we?
Yeah, but it still saved 2 hours, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, no.
There you go. So hold on. Oops. Do not stick your finger in the super glue, Mr. Mikey. Martin says, yep, read that one. Tiff says, hey, Sonic, kissy, kissy. And Sonic says, hey, Tiff, kissy. Oh, you only gave her one, she gave you two.
Oh, yeah.
Dieter, my name is quite universal. It existed as long as 4,500 years ago, albeit in her Norwegian form, then Irish, Scottish, German, French, with several twists. There we go. Julian says, happy birthday, Sonic. Lehman's is not associated with Lemon Brothers. Thank God. Lehman Brothers, Lemon Brothers. Sonic says he feels like an old fart. Ooh. What the hell? Who's clicking on things? Right. Sonic says thanks for the birthday wishes. Dieter, HBD, Mr. Sonic, Scotland. Oh, happy birthday, Sonic. There you go. Basically. And he says, I think I'm older than you, but... Julian, an old fart, windy and faintly smelly Sonic. Duke says, I have sanded a few things and filled a few things, but that's all part of modelling, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, that's all I ever do.
Ian says, happy birthday, Sonic. Julian, agree John like the comedian who ignorantly compared my disability spine bifida to celiac, pronoun celiac, pronounced celiac disease. Yeah. Nothing like celiac disease.
How would you compare? No, they're slightly different.
Yeah, just a little bit. Hobby Time says, nothing wrong with Kinetic Harrier, built loads of them doing the training ones at the moment. Cool. There we go. See? Each to their own, I say.
Oh, there's a lot worse out there, you know.
That is pretty cool.
Like Valon, for instance, you know, I wasn't really holding back about that build, but yeah, this is not Valon. Gorgeous.
I think you're all just being dramatic. Stop being so dramatic and just enjoy the bloody hobby.
That's right. I'm just doing it for the clickbait. Shut up, Marley.
So there, it goes on there. Okay. So I'm getting somewhere at least with this control panel. Right. Julian, one is spinal malformation.
Sorry, dude. Well, it just glued too quickly. There we go. I need to move it. There we go. Sorry, back to you.
Celiac disease isn't an eating. Celiac disease isn't an eating disorder. It's a gastrointestinal disorder. It's actually a gastrointestinal disease. It's where the little cilia, the little fingers inside the gut, have gone flat and they can't absorb the stuff anymore. So, yeah. So the body overreacts to it and becomes allergic to Jim says, "Happy birthday, Sonic! Chin up, mate. You don't look a day over 50."
Oh, wonderful. It's
Which
funny
is great
'cause it's
considering he's
true.
42. Yeah. Sonic says, "More like takes forever to get stuff done. Kind of all far, Julian." Julian says, "The tosspot said someone with celiac disease was behaving like she had spina bifida to a television audience, plus about 430. What?
Yeah, that's just not right.
4,000 even. Hobby Time says, "Read the book Sea Harrier Over the Falklands by Sharkey Ward. Fantastic book."
Okay, good tip. Thank
I've
you.
got
I think I will.
book about like that. So, I've got one called The Falklands. Oh, there you go. Harrier 8 something. I can't see the full title. What is that one called?
God, such a good fit.
Harrier 809.
809 Squadron, is it?
I have no idea. By Roland White. It's called Harrier 809. Beyond that, I cannot tell you because I am not knowledgeable of these things.
Nor am I. It's all good.
Sonic says, "Thanks, Jim. I can be glad about that. I'm 42, which is apparently the answer to everything, according to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy."
Yeah, love those books.
Yeah. Julian says, "I sit corrected, Mikey. Thanks." No problem. I only know that because my mother-in-law's got it. I'm a stepson. Julian says, "I would stand corrected, but that would be messy. Gravity and all that." Jim says 40 is the new 30, so my doctor once told me. So Sonic, you're a spree 32 years young. Don't say that, because that means I'm older than him. And as far as I'm aware, Timmy's the youngest one in here.
Well, we're all aging at the same rate.
Would that be right, Tim?
Starting times.
Yeah, well,
Speak for yourself. I'm old.
I'm
before
only
my time.
30.
There you go. You're a babby.
I remember the day Tim was born, his dad came up and said, "This is my son," and he held him out to me, and then he went, "Bah, bah," and it's just fucking, all the nurses were saying, shut up, keep it down.
I'd believe that.
You're out on a planet.
When he held him up, did he look like someone holding a thumb to you?
No, he just looked like the shit he is.
I mean,
Yeah, I was trying to think of something witty then, but
there you go. You're a little bit younger.
Oh, and you were there too, you remember.
yeah. Remember using the umbilical cord to rappel down to the floor, and then I secured the perimeter, and I've been running the show ever since.
Oh, yeah.
With a headlamp ball. Shouting, "Vengeance will be mine." Tiff says, "Yeah, Tim is a little younger than me, but not by much." Jim, Mikey the beard adds age and wisdom to you, laddie. Thank you very much, buddy. And Sonic says, "My dad used to say, you're only as young as the woman you feel." Very good. So, we've got 5 minutes left. Do you want to show us what you've been up to?
Sure. Who, me first?
Yeah,
Or
we'll go
Tim
for you
first?
first for a change.
All right. So I'm trimming a thing. This is this is until the camouflage masks arrive, there's not much more I can do to this really. So what I'm doing now is I'll put a little bit of photo etch on the top of that's the obviously the surround for the canopy, and that just fits on perfectly. And I'll just trim that bit there as well. And I'll tell you what, I mean, what a fit. So all of that, apart from a couple of little things that are in the instructions there, I won't put on these blade antennas, but some of these ducts, So I'll do those little bits and bobs and stuff like that. But apart from the mask and the canopy, I think this will just go to primer and just wait till the canopy masks arrive. So this is probably, we'll see for a while, but look, it looks like a Harrier, eh? So that's what I've done is just finish off the bit of the back. I've still got the rudder to put on. The nose is done, so I've just painted the inside because it's got a camera lens there. I painted the inside of that just like a dark color, just so it doesn't look like plastic. But that's about it. As I say, it's just about ready for primer, and then it'll go green and grey, and it's come together beautifully. I've got to admit, I think it's really nice kit. The only problem so far is yellow bonds, but they're back on the correct angle, so doesn't suck so hard.
Yeah,
that's me.
Well done. What about you, Tim?
Alrighty. So, like I sort of said at the start, I got the Mustang primed right before the stream, so I'll probably do the silver on that tomorrow. And in the absence of anything else that I've got on the go, I was just finishing off. Well, these guys are a fair bit away from being finished, actually, but just getting the base of it, getting the base colors in, and then doing the base coat for the wood, and then from there it'll become that.
Nice.
So just got to trust the process. It sort of looks garbage until the end. But that's all I've been doing. Just here for the chats.
Yeah. We appreciate your company. And when it switches over. Apparently it's been super slow. There we go. So today I have focus. Stupid thing. There you go. Oh no. Not liking it at all. Try that. Yeah, kind of.
That'll do.
Yeah. So I've painted and dry brushed that. It's not as light as it looks. But yeah.
That's huge.
That's what she said. Yeah. So painted and dry brush that. So if I block that out a bit. No. Zoom out. If I just hold it closer rather than... Let's try that. There we go. That's better. Yeah, painted dry brush that, so it's got a bit of grey and a bit of metal colour on it. And then I've cut the back plate out that goes onto there. So that's going on there, and that's going to have the decal on it, and then it has the glazing over the top of the decal, and then on top of that, you have them plates. And I've also put a little bit of plastic on there to act as the top of the hood.
Excellent.
Because the other piece was just way too thick. So let's go back to my ugly mug. No, not that one. There you go. There we go. Right.
That was great. We did some stuff, had some chats, learned some things.
We did.
Awesome.
We tapped the font of knowledge that is John.
No, I learned things. This is it's great. Like having some like people in the stream that have been around these jets. It's great to learn. Like I wasn't really sure. Like what ordnance they had there or whatever. And as I said, up till now, I haven't really cared what people put on aircraft and all that sort of stuff like that. But you'd like to get it right. If you're going to do a Falklands one, try to get the right ordnance on it. It makes sense because somebody's going to go, no, that's a Mark 7. It should be a Mark 8.
Yeah.
Not that I enter competitions, but you know what I mean. Like, yes, I know. I don't care.
Yeah, life's a bit easier when you don't have to sock someone in the face.
Ooh, there you go. Forgot to say as well. Where is it? There. Got a new T-shirt.
Yeah,
Oh,
that looks great.
looks
I've got to
well
order me one of those.
Well, they're not the vinyl sort of print either. It's the one that's actually put into the fabric. So, it's really nice. And it's heavy duty, 100% heavy duty cotton, apparently.
Yeah.
very nice.
So
Wonderful,
cool.
Mikey. Thank you. And thanks to everyone in the chat, as always.
Yeah. Be back tomorrow. Modders won't be back, I don't think, because she's still busy. But she'll be back tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Then Thursday, 11 o'clock for the Fokker build. Then Friday, hopefully, for the lifeboat.
Yeah.
So it should be fun. Fun week ahead.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Excellent.
Right. So see you all tomorrow, hopefully. Bye for now.
All right.
Yeah.